The headboard tap station is the station that comes after sanding. It's a pretty straightforward job, and it's good for 1 or 2 volunteers who may not be able to stand for long periods of time. You'll order this tap directly through SHP by using the order form on the dashboard. Notice there's spikes screwed into the jig. These are 1/4-inch track spikes that do tend to come loose over time. You can use something like glue or JB Weld to put them in place, but you can also buy replacements at a sporting goods store. Either way, have your volunteers keep an eye on them during the build. We use the tap station to make consistent marks in the wood to let our drill press team know where to drill pilot holes for assembly. With this particular jig, there's a couple considerations that you need to know when you're placing the wood into the jig. You need to make sure that the wood is butted up on both sides of the jig to make sure that it registers correctly. Otherwise, you're going to have misdrilled wood. So for the 2x4, it goes up against this side of the jig and along the back side. On the 2x6, which goes in the center, you're going to register it along this part of the wood, or along this part of the jig, and along the back side here. And then lastly, you have your 1x4, and this is butted up against this side of the jig. Whoever's tapping doesn't need to smash the wood with a mallet. A light tap is enough. Lastly, this station's a really good opportunity for the volunteers here to QC these boards to make sure they're sanded properly and that they're the proper length. You don't have to check every single one, but remeasuring a few every 10 or 15 boards is a good idea.